You may be making mistakes that break your dog's heart without even realizing it. Each time you leave the house, you might be causing your pet anxiety, fear, and confusion, thinking you're doing the right thing. In this documentary, we will explore 12 common mistakes that subtly undermine your dog's emotional well-being. Mistake number 4 is so widespread that most people commit it daily, unaware of the damage it inflicts. Stay with us until the end, as even the most innocent morning routine could turn out to be the worst part of your dog's day. Error number 12. The dramatic farewell. Does this sound familiar? You're about to leave, and you glance at your dog, feeling your heart clench. You want to do everything the right way. You pat them on the head, speak softly, check their water, leave a toy. And just as you reach the door, you return for one last hug. It seems like a gesture of love, doesn't it? Unfortunately, this can actually be harmful. According to the American Veterinary Association, dramatic goodbyes trigger an alarm mode in dogs. My human is anxious. Something bad must be happening. Research by Dr. Karen Overall has shown that dogs who experience emotional farewells exhibit a rise in stress indicators in their saliva by up to 300%. The more love shown at parting, the more anxiety remains within. Perhaps the saddest part is that this happens daily. The owner believes they are showing love, but for the dog, it's a small daily drama. The solution: transform your departure into a routine, uneventful occurrence. No hugs, no prolonged looks, no rituals. Simply leave as if you're heading to the kitchen. Professional dog trainers refer to this as functional detachment, a method to help your dog perceive your departure with calm. Yes, it may feel unusual at first, but within just a couple of weeks, this simple step can help alleviate anxiety. You can leave an old t-shirt of yours on their bed. The scent provides a sense of security without the emotional farewell. Error number 11. A bowl full of food. Before leaving, you fill your dog's bowl to the brim, thinking, let them eat at their own pace. They'll surely fend off hunger. However, there's an important detail. Unlike humans, dogs lack self-control. According to the research of Dr. L. David Meck, an expert in wolf behavior, the canine ancestors would consume their entire catch at once, uncertain of their next meal. This instinct persists today. When you leave a full bowl, your dog is likely to consume it all at once. The outcome? Overeating, vomiting, bloating, digestive issues, and even the potentially dangerous gastric torsion. How can you prevent this? Turn mealtime into a game. Utilize interactive bowls or puzzle feeders. Hide small portions around the house, under a mat, behind a door, in a box. This approach achieves 3 objectives. Your dog avoids overeating. Their mind stays engaged in searching rather than worrying. They experience less boredom in your absence. When feeding becomes a hunt rather than a stomach bomb, your dog grows calmer, happier, and more balanced. Inaccuracy number 10. Morning chaos. The alarm clock rings and you ignore it repeatedly. Then, you jump out of bed, rush through your morning routine, drink coffee on the go, kiss your dog in passing, and dash out the door. A typical morning for many, but for your dog, it's an emotional nightmare. Researchers at the University of California, Davis, have demonstrated that morning chaos raises a dog's stress hormone, cortisol, to dangerous levels. Why does this happen? A dog acts as an emotional mirror. If you're tense, hurried, or speaking sharply, your dog mirrors that anxiety. Its brain doesn't grasp that you're merely running late. It reads your gestures, tone, and pace, activating a state of alarm. Thus, your dog is left at home already in a state of panic. The solution: wake up 30 minutes earlier. Not for yourself, but for your dog. Take her for a long, enriching walk so she becomes physically and emotionally tired. A tired dog is a calm dog. Additionally, she will have a positive memory of your departure rather than the chaotic scene. Error number 9. The explosion of joy. Upon reunion, you arrive home. Your dog rushes towards you, jumping, barking, spinning, licking. You smile, embrace, and rejoice as if it's a celebration. It seems endearing, doesn't it? Yet in reality, it can be harmful. According to the Animal Behavior College, if every homecoming is met with exuberant joy, you reinforce a pattern of anxious behavior. Your dog begins to live in anticipation of this emotional explosion. And with each of your departures, the anxiety only grows. The dog awaits the moment of reward, leading to increased suffering. The solution: when you come home, say nothing. Avoid eye contact. Do not pet. Simply ignore your dog for 5 minutes until it calms down. Only then, calmly approach, interact, pet, and reward the calmness. This practice helps the dog learn self-regulation, reducing anxiety, and avoiding emotional swings. Research shows that this method reduces separation anxiety by 87% in just 1 week. Error number 8. Retrospective punishment. Imagine entering your home to find chaos. Torn cushions, scattered paper, a puddle on the floor. You spot your dog cowering, head lowered. Your instinctive reaction is anger, and you demand, "What have you done?" But here is a truth that is difficult to accept. Your dog doesn't comprehend why you're upset. According to ethologist Ian Dunbar, a dog can only associate punishment with events occurring at that precise moment. If the misdeed happened more than a few seconds ago, the connection is lost in their mind. So, what does the dog actually learn? When a human arrives, they are angry. I am frightened. It is best to hide. This creates a state of anxious anticipation. The dog doesn't strive to behave better because it believes I will be punished anyway. Moreover, most destructive behaviors, chewing, urinating, howling, are not acts of defiance but symptoms of anxiety and loneliness. The solution lies not in reprimanding. Simply clean up in silence, without words, without eye contact, without reproach. Then, address the underlying cause rather than the symptom. Is your dog bored, scared, lonely? That is where you'll find your answer. Error number 7. Lack of olfactory stimulation. Imagine you're out walking your dog for 10 minutes. She pauses to sniff a bush, and you say, "Come on, let's go. You've sniffed this 100 times." It might seem like you're just saving time, but in reality, you're depriving your dog of one of life's greatest pleasures. A dog is neither eyes nor ears. A dog is a nose. According to researchers at the University of Lincoln, a dog's brain processes scents 40 times more efficiently than a human's. To her, smelling is like reading a book, discovering the world, browsing social media, and staying updated with the news, all rolled into one. Every time you pull her away, it's like yanking her off Instagram. The result? Frustration, boredom, irritation, and sometimes even anxiety. The solution: Dedicate at least one walk a day to letting her sniff to her heart's content without rushing her. Allow her to lead the way, as if she's reading her own newspaper. 5 minutes of scent freedom for her is as pleasurable as an hour of play. A dog that explores with her nose comes home tired, calm, and happy. Error number 6, constant noise. The drone of a television, blaring music, construction work, phone calls, and visiting guests. And you wonder, why is my dog so anxious? A dog's hearing is 4 times more acute than a human's. What is merely background noise to you is the tempest of irritating signals to them. Research from the University of Colorado has shown that persistent household noise can lead to chronic stress, sleep disturbances, reduced cognitive abilities in dogs. A dog unable to relax due to noise is a dog living in perpetual tension. Solutions include providing a quiet space, like a blanket in a secluded corner, away from televisions and foot traffic. Using white noise if you live near a busy road or in a noisy home. Allowing your dog to avoid interactions with noisy guests. Respect their need for solitude. Silence is care, quite literally. Mistake number 5. Ignoring stress signals. You pet the dog. She licks her lips, yawns, and looks away. You think, how cute. But in reality, she's pleading, please stop. Dogs cannot speak, but they communicate in their own language. The question is, do you hear them? Stress signals include averting gaze, licking the nose, yawning, a tense tail, trembling, trying to move away. If these signals are ignored, the dog accumulates tension until it eventually erupts through aggression, fleeing, or illness. Solution: learn to interpret her language. If she signals discomfort during petting or play, pause. Provide space and show respect. This fosters trust. The dog understands that she's being heard. Error number 4. You hug the dog. You might think, I love her. She's my baby girl. But inside, she's panicking. Why is this person squeezing my neck? The fact is, most dogs are not fond of hugs. This restriction of movement is instinctively perceived as a threat. The University of British Columbia conducted a study. In 82% of photographs where a person hugs a the dog shows signs of stress, such as pinned back ears, yawning, lip licking, a turned head, or wide open eyes. And yes, even if she tolerates it, it doesn't mean she likes it. The solution? Want to show love? Scratch her chest, play, or gently pet her. But avoid squeezing. Especially avoid letting children hug dogs, as this is a common cause of bites. Love is about respect, not human-style hugging. Error number 3. Too tired. Let the dog entertain itself. You come home exhausted from work. Toss a ball a couple of times, or let the dog into the yard thinking it's enough. Meanwhile, your dog has spent the entire day waiting for your return, eager to socialize, sniff the outdoors, play, and explore. Dogs are social creatures. They require interaction, a change of scenery, new scents, and engagement. Saying play in the yard is like telling a child to stare at the wall and entertain yourself. Without a proper walk, a dog can become anxious, noisy, and a destructive whirlwind that wreaks havoc on your furniture and your nerves. Solution: dedicate at least 30 to 60 minutes a day for an active walk. This isn't just a quick step outside to relieve itself, but a time for sniffing, playing, interacting, and moving. It is the foundation of a healthy mind. In the world of canine companionship, a common mistake many make is demanding unwavering obedience from their dogs. Picture this. Lie down, you command, frustration mounting as your dog hesitates. But the reality is, she might be exhausted, frightened, or simply confused. You might desire a compliant companion, but it's crucial to remember that a dog is not a machine or software. She can experience discomfort, fear, stress, or merely a lack of understanding of your wishes. Applying pressure, shouting, or coercion only instills fear, not learning. Training through fear is not education. It's a form of cruelty. The solution lies in employing positive reinforcement. Reward leads to the desired result. Teach commands succinctly and clearly, without raising your voice. Allow your dog the grace to make mistakes, much like a child learning about the world. True connection is forged through respect and communication, building a genuine bond that transcends mere obedience. Mistake number 1. You don't allow her to be herself. You've brought a dog into your life and expect her to be quiet, not pulling on the leash, never barking, not chewing, never fearful, not running, not whining, not invading your space, not causing disruption, but ultimately, what is it that you truly want from her? A dog is a living being, not a piece of furniture with a tail. She has instincts, emotions, fears, and desires. She can feel afraid, angry, tired, demanding, and can make mistakes. If you fail to accept her as a dog and instead desire her to behave normally, you risk damaging her mental well-being. The solution is simple. Allow your dog to be a dog. Strive to understand, not to dominate. Forget the word should and begin to ask yourself, what does she want? If you truly care for your dog, don't just watch. Reflect and take action. Should you find this helpful, let us know. Your thumbs up promotes important discussions. Share this with friends who have dogs, encouraging them to rethink their actions as well. Subscribe to ensure you don't miss future insights. Here's a question for you. Which of these mistakes surprised you the most? Or perhaps you realized you've previously engaged in these actions, but now understand why they were misguided. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's have a conversation. I read everything